Hello, we're looking at washing your indoor plants. Seems an unusual idea, but why on earth would you do it? Basically, you need to do it to keep them healthy and active, because if you get too much dust and dirt on them, they'll actually start finding it difficult to photosynthesize. So all you need to do is basically give them a chance to get enough light, enough water, and then start growing. First one you would do is look at cleaning the leaves. Might sound silly, but actually check that it's a real plant. I'm surprised the number of people who actually water their artificial plants. Anyway, use a wet cloth so you're actually just rubbing it gently. Hold the plant, because in case you break anything or anything like that. Don't use oils and polishes to make it look pretty, because that actually will harm the leaves themselves. When you're doing it, brush softly to get rid of dust and things like that. Ones that are sort of a sticky leaf or something like that, they'll just simply absorb the water and would obviously rub onto them. So, and there are a few that don't actually like getting wet. So just make sure you use a brush for the appropriate ones. One of the things about most of the garden plants and most plants indoors is some of it will die off. If there are any that don't look good, trim them back. Don't pull them off unless you have to. Basically just use a little pair of scissors to trim the edges of them, get rid of the dead leaves, and it'll look better anyway. Cleaning the pot's actually probably unnecessary, but it looks better. There will be some times when some of the pots will contain dirt, minerals on the outside, which may get rubbed in, but pretty unlikely. Basically, just rub it so it looks better. When you get to a desperate stage, what you can actually do is simply wash the whole pot, plant, and everything in water. Obviously, make sure it's one of the plants that does like water. Run the water through, that'll get rid of salt build-up, mineral build-up, anything that's a bit of a difficulty. Let it dry out. Not completely, of course, but make sure it's not sitting in a pool of water anymore. A simpler way of doing it, put it in the shower. Turn the shower on and wash it. Some plants do like humidity. Some plants grow well in showers, but I think generally just put them in there while you're washing them. If you've got a cacti or one of the fuzzy type plants, just be careful, because water will damage cacti. They don't like water, or they do, but they don't like much of it. Just use a brush, even a old toothbrush will do that, just to get rid of all the dirt and odds and ends that are there. And again, be gentle. If you've got a cacti specifically, be careful holding them. It's very, very easy to get yourself stung with the various needles and points on that, and some of them are hard to see. Just use care as more than anything else. Brush is the easy one. If you've got compressed hair, feel free, but just use a brush. That's probably just as easy to clean them with. And an office trick, be careful where you put the plants. Don't spill water all around your office. It's slippery, dangerous, etc. So be careful overall. Your computer probably won't burst into flames, but it won't look good anyway. Thanks. Bye. Oh, watch these. They're far more detailed than this, and they'll give you a lot more information. Bye. Hello, we're looking at washing your indoor plants. Seems an unusual idea, but why on earth would you do it? Basically, you need to do it to keep them healthy.